Good morning, Libra. Welcome to my channel. This is Glamour Spell Tarot. If you are coming back, thank you. I would also like to give a special thanks to all of the people who watched last month's reading because it was a heavy one. And I think it takes a lot of courage that you have to muster to watch a reading that definitely has some sort of negative title and to accept that maybe the circumstances in your life are not the best at this point, to have the ability to recognize when that happens, because that's the first step. Recognizing that there is an issue is the first step in improving things for the long run. And I'm telling you this from my own experience. When I tell you guys that I'm not better than anyone else, you really have to believe me. Um, Actually, I woke up this morning. I woke up early. And in general, I have my own routine. In the mornings, I work out. And I did my Tai Chi inspired workout. And then I had this urge to do your reading. So I kind of interrupted everything else that I was doing. I was like, I need to do the reading for Libra. So this is going to be a love reading for you for May, your general collective. This means that not everyone is going to resonate with the message, right? You might resonate with a sentence out of it. You might resonate only with an element. You might resonate with the whole of it. I'm actually hoping that is lighter for you this time and that circumstances in your life improved in the past month, although I understand it's hard because we are in isolation, we are in quarantine. But even if you did a little step to improve your circumstances, kudos to you. That's huge. That's huge. And sometimes a step, it's all it takes. Sometimes realizing that there is a problem there, it's all it takes at the end of the day. So, without further ado, I'm going to pull out for you some little cards from the Making Magic deck. I actually use this as oracle cards for tarot readings, but I also use them for magic spells. They were very accurate so far. Safe and happy travel. I know, so you also need to understand that the timing is fluid. This reading might resonate in the next month or might resonate 2 months from now or 3 months from now. There are no there are no clocks in the universe, right? So protection from harm when journeying. This could also mean your journey through life, right? You are protected in your journey through life. Even if your circumstances were hard until now, or maybe the circumstances are hard right now because of the isolation, you need to keep in mind that your life is a journey. I was actually reading in this book, and it's very interesting because I wanted to mention it, and then I was like, no, I'm not going to make. I'm well. When you have a pull to say something, I should listen to it. So I'm reading this book. It's called Unfuck Yourself. Forgive the language, but that's the name of it. So the author is saying, he is like, imagine it. So you are in a moment in time where your circumstances are extremely difficult and so on and so forth. Imagine your life as two train tracks, right? The one in the left is your past. And now look in the past and look at all of the good things that happened, the trips that you have taken, meeting the love of your life, I don't know, whatever good things, the birth of your first child, you name it. These are just examples, right? It doesn't need to be that. Then when you look in the past, look at all of the difficult times you have been through and how you managed to get over them, right? Then look at your future and think about all of the things you wish for, that you want to manifest in your life, right? But then you need to accept the fact that there are going to be times when it's going to be complicated. But you have the past experience, right? You already have the past experience to be able to deal with anything that comes your way. Well, this analogy is for you to understand that this might be a literal travel somewhere when this whole quarantine isolation is going to be over, or it's your journey through life. It's just your journey through life, and you need to understand that you are protected on this journey. Let's pull more cards and then let's pull some tarot. One enchanted evening, the perfect night. You might actually meet someone. You might actually meet someone. I understand that now is not the time to meet people face to face. It's not the time to interact with people. We are required to be in this period of social distancing, of physical distancing, and so on and so forth, right? But this is going to be over at one point. So you have the opportunity to spend some time with someone that is highly compatible with you. You might just reconnect with someone on Facebook, someone that you knew years back. Or you might meet someone new on social media, or you might meet someone new on a dating website. I have no clue. Whatever applies to you, right? And having an enchanted evening doesn't necessarily need to mean candlelight dinner. Yeah, maybe it's preferable that, but at the end of the day, it's the conversation that matters. The fact that you discover you have a lot of things in common with that person. And then the next card that came out is Love Charm. Attract a lover, soulmate, or life partner. So you have the opportunity for this. This person that you might meet might be your soulmate, might be your future life partner. Because you need to understand that through this journey in life, you're protected. And I've actually seen this card. It's one of my favorites. Felix Felicitos. This is from Latin. Power symbol to create lucky, serendipitous events. What do you want me to tell you more? So you have luck on your side. You are protected. You are attracting a true love partner, someone that is going to be there. So if you have been in an abusive relationship, or you have been with someone that wasn't treating you right, it doesn't necessarily need to be an abusive relationship for someone not to treat you right. Okay, let's pull some tarot cards. You have luck on your side. I'm so happy that this reading is, I feel is going to be positive. I feel it. I wanted to pull that card, but it was coming together with another one, and then I said no. Nine of Cups. Actually, while I was shuffling the cards, I've seen this card a couple of times for you. Wish fulfillment. Absolute wish fulfillment. Look at her. She has the sun here in the back. You know, the sun is the happiest card in the tarot deck, right? Optimism, positivity, good events coming your way, vision, a sense of vision of knowing what you want in your future. She's happy, she's smiling, she's sitting pretty there in her power. She has this hand here, and this is interesting because I just told you I did this Tai Chi yoga inspired workout, and this hand here makes me think of how you hold your hands in yoga, right? I think. I don't know, you guys tell me. I'm not very good with yoga. I've started doing it as a stretching form because I work out a lot. Working out for me is how I gain my balance. So, yeah, she's sitting pretty there. She has a nice body. You have this lizard here. This lizard makes me think of out with the old, in with the new. Lizards and snakes, reptiles shed their skin, right? Changing yourself, transforming, morphing into something else. Not necessarily as a shapeshifter, but it could be. It could be. You are transforming yourself. You are transforming your life into the life you want to have. Nine of Wands. It has been difficult to get here. It has been difficult to get here. It wasn't an easy path, it wasn't an easy journey. You had a lot of demons trying to pull at you. I feel this is very much connected to the reading last month. It doesn't need to be, but it feels like a continuation of that. It feels like you have fought your battles. You have had the courage to fight against whatever comes towards you, to fight your demons, to fight the negativity, to fight your aggressor, whatever those aggressors are, right? And you fought and you stand tall. You stand tall and you are protected. Look, this hand to me seems like a lot of negative type of energy, like um, black, very dark, very, very dark. But look at his hand holding that wand, getting ready to strike that hand that is trying. And you see that hand has like this, I don't know, it's like creating Spider-Man type of webs, aiming at his head. This is a symbol of also fighting the negativity inside of you, fighting your dark thoughts, fighting because you have the chance. If you want wish fulfillment, you need to fight against your darkest fears. You know, guys, that we fear a lot of things, right? But and we create so many scenarios about what could be and what could happen and so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, what we all need to understand is the probability of those scenarios to never happen is way bigger than if they happen, right? And we create the scenarios. You also have another face here, very interesting. You have these people here down. Do you see them? Very closed off position, very protective towards themselves. This is a very interesting card. I love this deck. This is the Starman Tarot, inspired by David Bowie. Gorgeous tarot deck. I totally love it. I've actually seen this card. It was on the bottom of the deck. And then it stuck to my hand. The Ace of Wands. You have the opportunity for a beautiful new start, for a passionate new start. You have the opportunity to build the life that you want. That comes from that fire inside you, that fire that makes you want to wake up in the morning, that makes you want to live, that makes you want to achieve things, that makes you want love. This could be a new relationship starting. This is definitely a new relationship starting. Because you see this wand seems to be like in a womb. This could also be something very sexual. So you figured that one out, because I'm not going to talk about it. But all this energy that releases around, this to me is like very much phallic symbols. I think that makes it very clear. Anyway, without having me blush right now. Actually, it's not that I blush. In real life, I'm able to talk about these things very openly, but I just find it difficult to do it here, for now. So this could be someone that you are extremely compatible with. Someone that lights that fire, ignites that fire inside of you. This is a very, very passionate new beginning. Very passionate new beginning that I feel is bringing you wish fulfillment after fighting, but you will need to fight off all of those dark thoughts that you have in your mind, because sometimes even if a person that enters our life, they are perfect and they are nice and they are awesome and all of these things, and you are somehow wired to win at the same patterns in the past. So if you have this idea in your head, this is again from the same book I was telling you about. If you have this idea in your head that, no, I cannot have a loving partner, or I'm not lovable, or I'm not good enough, or I don't know, whatever, then you kind of attract the same type of energy, because your subconscious mind uses those biases to recreate the same scenarios. Our subconscious is very good at winning based on the biases we have. I strongly recommend you guys read that book because it's a really, really good one. It's a really, really good one. Totally worth it. And I hate I hate motivational books. I hate motivational speakers. I'm not a huge fan of life coaches and stuff like that. Not at all. That's not me. Doesn't mean that they cannot help. This is someone very much in touch with their emotions. They don't always like to show emotions. This could be a water sign that is coming into your life. It could be a fire sign as well that you are dealing with. But please, guys, don't get stuck into the signs, right? Everyone can have this type of energy. If the sign of the person pops out, the better. But don't get stuck into that. This is someone, he has this, it's very interesting because he has like this type of hovercraft here. That ship makes me think of a hovercraft. This person fought their battles, and as a result of fighting their battles, they got enlightened. And they got enlightened to be able to offer their cup of love to the person that actually deserves it. You see, I think that's the solar plexus chakra. I think, right? I told you I'm not so good to this yoga and meditation. I'm like a beginner at this, so you guys can tell me. But it's very much connected to this cup, right? It's all about love. It's all about opening yourself up. And this person that is coming in with this passionate offer, they have true emotions for you. What they feel is real. You can trust what they feel. They might take a lot of time to open up because they had fought their own battles. They had fought their own battles. And the battles that we fight in the past inflict wounds on us and create those subconscious biases that I was just mentioning. So sometimes when people are hard to open up, it's not because they don't love you. It's not because something is wrong with you. It's not because, oh my God, they feel nothing and this and that. No. It's their own insecurities and their own demons that they fight. But I feel so. I'm mentioning these things because I know the King of Cups is not very happy to share his emotions. It doesn't mean he doesn't have a lot of them. And they take time to learn how to open up. They take time to learn to express their emotions. Seven of Cups. There has been a lot of confusion. You know what I've observed with these readings? I've observed that the first four cards I pull out, those are what you are supposed to expect. Not the oracle cards, the first four tarot cards. It's what you are supposed to expect in the future for this month or for whatever is going to resonate, right? Then the cards that come after kind of tell the story of what got you here. It's very interesting. I've observed this pattern with the readings I've done so far. This is a new deck I'm using. I got it recently as a gift. And it's I've seen this energy with it. So just roll with me here. I feel in the past it has been a lot of confusion. Wishing for a lot of things, wanting a lot of things, but not knowing which of this cup is going to be filled with the things that you really want. You see there is an embryo here. This could mean the birth of a new life. This could mean whatever that means for you. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get pregnant and have a baby or get someone pregnant and you guys are going to have a baby, right? It definitely means the birth of a new life, and you are trying to create this new life, and you are trying to figure out which one of these cups you are going to choose, which one of the things in your life is most important to put your energy into, to try to manifest. Okay, so I feel that there was a lot of confusion, but I also feel You've got over that. Seven of Swords. Have two sevens. Okay. You felt unworthy. You felt like you had to tiptoe around someone, or you felt that, um, you see, he is actually stealing that sword that is there, which seems to be in like this museum, maybe. There is also a snake there. There is also a skeleton hand. And this sword looks to me very rusty. And it's like, is this like an ancient relic that is very precious? Does this mean something for this individual in particular? He actually steals too. Does this mean something for this individual in particular? Or and then you have this that to me looks like a universal camera system, but it's formed with irises. Um, this is a card of also planning, plotting, and strategizing, right? If you plan to rob a museum, which I don't encourage, okay? I don't want someone out there to like drop a comment about that or whatever. So, hypothetically, if you plan to rob a museum, right? Imagine Money Heist, the movie, the series. Um, you have to plan it in advance. I think someone has been planning maybe their escape from a situation, has been planning how to achieve their goals, what they really want to do from now on. So it has been some sort of stagnation, maybe. Um, Maybe sneaking out of a relationship if it was an abusive one, on how to move away from heartbreak, because there was a lot of that in your past. There definitely was a lot of that in your past. Yeah, this guy here is like, this is a very interesting card. All of this symbols. Maybe someone wore a false mask in the past, and that made you very um, disappointed. And when the masks dropped and you realized that the person wasn't what they were saying they were, you kind of entered like this hermit type of mode. This individual makes me think of the hermit card. You enter hermit mode. Then you have this looks to me like a pharaoh statue here, but there is a question mark. It's a sense of, to me, this is a sense of questioning if there is a divine there that is taking care of us. To me, this is a sense of, is it going to be life? You know, the Egyptians had a huge cult for afterlife, right? Hence why the mummification process, and hence why the pyramids, and so on and so forth. So, to me, this is a sign of, am I going to be able to create a new life after this? Because, again, you have an embryo here. Am I ever going to get over this? Well, I'm telling you right now, you will. If you are in this state of mind, you will. Imagine of all of the think of all of the heartbreaks or failed relationships you had in the past. Is this going to matter a year from now? Is this going to matter 5 years from now? Okay? So this guy is thinking. And he's not a beggar. He created this graffiti. I feel that this sense of disappointment and heartbreak comes from painting a picture about someone that wasn't true. Because you see this person wearing a mask, and then there is another mask next to it with a Pinocchio nose. Liar, liar, pants on fire type of energy. And then there is a heart. Someone painted a heart over that statue hoping that they would love them, but that was a fake person. That was a fake person. Let's see what next. Let's see for Libra for May. Libra May. Feel this card wanted to come out. The Hanged Man. Yeah, you had to put yourself upside down, get your priorities right, go through an awakening type of phase. Figure out what's right, what's wrong. This guy is hanging here by this energy that comes from the gods. And it has the ability to make him or break him. But he wears actually this magician hat. You see? So somehow you kind of manifest in your life the things that you already are. The person that you already are. So who are you today? Are you the person that bows down in front of someone who's not good to you? Are you the person who is going to accept someone that is not good to you or is not good for you? Or are you going to be the person that recognizes that is a negative pattern and you are going to move on from it? Maybe someone has been staying in a situation for the money. But when divine intervention comes, you see he's dropping all of those because the electrical current from up might as well electrocute them because of all of the metal that they are carrying. Yeah, to me this looks like a magician, someone who can manifest things, someone who can create things. Also, this to me looks like a solar eclipse. I don't know if we have any solar eclipse this year happening, but if we do, you guys should pay attention around that time, what might happen. Or maybe something happened around the 26th of December last year when we had the solar eclipse. I think it was on the 26th. And maybe that was the point when you put yourself upside down and try to look at things from a totally new and different perspective in order to turn your life around and start doing things for yourself and manifest the things in your life that you want. Chariot. This is the third 7 that you have. This is a message from your angels. I suggest you actually check what that means because I feel this is interesting. The Chariot. This guy here is actually this is very different from the traditional Chariot. He actually has 2 dragons of Komodo. You know, those are like actually cold-blooded killers. I think those are the biggest reptiles that we have. I hope I'm not saying something stupid right now, but they are like the small dinosaurs that are still left with us. Okay. He is driving through. He's not afraid of anything. He's like, you know what? I'm going to make it. Doesn't matter. I need to charge. So there is a sense of change between this hangman energy where you kind of realize what's important, what's not important, and then charging forward towards the life that you want to build. Towards the life that you want to build. And you know what? The life that you want to build starts today. Starts right now. You don't need to wait for anything to get started. You start right now. And a year from now, you are going to see all the big difference that made. And drop me a comment a year from now and tell me, well, you know what? I've actually started the day you told me to start, and that made a huge difference. One more card for you. King of Wands. Yeah, you might be dealing with a fire sign. You could be dealing with a Pisces. You could be dealing with a Cancer. You have the King of Wands. So I feel that this individual here, that the King of Cups, is not only emotional stable, knows his value, knows his emotions, he's balanced, right? But he's also very passionate. And I feel that this individual is very, very passionate for you, is very passionate to take a role in your life, to be part of your life. And I feel that this is an energy you have attracted. You have attracted this because you worked so much on yourself and you transformed yourself so much. And again, you attract what you are. You definitely attract what you are. Because it's a certain type of mentality. You believe or you don't in the law of attraction and in manifesting, it's fine. But you attract in your life what you are because it's a set mentality. Your brain, your subconscious, does the same things over and over again based on the biases you already have. This could be an entrepreneur type of figure. This could be someone that is very much in their power. They are independent. They know what they want. They go after it. And if they decided that you are what they want, they're coming to get you, Libra. They're definitely coming to get you. And I feel this could be a long time partner. And it's a long time partner that is going to assure this safe and happy journey through life. You're not supposed to do this alone anymore. You actually have a partner that you can rely on. This is all I had for you, Libra. This was a gorgeous reading. I'm so happy. It's more positive than last month. And again, many thanks to all of you who mustered the courage to drop me a note, because that means you guys actually did the first step in improving your life. You recognized there was a problem. Okay? So I'm very proud of you. Anyway, keep checking my channel. I post quite a little bit of readings on different topics these days. As usual, drop me a comment below. Tell me how you resonated with the message. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll be very grateful for that. In between, I need you guys to stay safe, love, and light.